Hi, hello, happy Sabbath and Shabbat Shalom. This week's report is going to be a little short because, well, not a whole lot happened this week. And what did happen can be summed up pretty quickly. What we're looking at right now, unfortunately, there is a hole in the floor of this truck that has become bigger and bigger and bigger. Multiple holes, I suppose you could say. It's becoming like proverbial Swiss cheese or rat or moth-eaten cloth. If you look right down here, that's the transmission shifter selector cable, and it is obviously in pretty rough shape. It does technically work just nominally at the moment, and hopefully before too long it'll work factory-like. So I've got floor trim and floor mats in the back. I still got the control panel from Sunshine in the back of the truck because it was on the bed it was on the blade of the tractor when I drove up here last, and didn't realize it until I got here, so I just put it in the bed of the truck. So it doesn't belong there. Alright, I had to get some more acid because I am in the process of leaching out, cleaning some more filters to make up for the fact that we've had an earthquake locally and lately. Kind of hard to say those local lately. That's like ukulele. Anyhow, that has freed up a bunch more rust in the ground, more iron oxide, and therefore has produced clogging in the filters and muddying of all the water up. And, you know, essentially, in a way, dissolved rust could be considered mud of a form. It's fairly soluble mud, but it's mud all the same. Over here, unfortunately, I really don't have a whole lot more I can show. All I can say is that I really don't have any progress to show over here because of the fact that I've still got the loader apart. I don't know if I ever did a video about my ratcheting of the yeah, I didn't. Anyhow, so the blades, I had to pull the blade up so I could get the alternator out because the alternator is damaged. So I've got to fix the alternator because the pulley is coming off of it, and well, they don't work well without a pulley. Just, they tend not to work very well at all without a pulley. So one way or another, I've got to get that problem fixed, and it's going to be a doozy. Downstairs, nothing's changed. I haven't picked all my grapes yet, but that hopefully will happen before they all rot or get eaten by the squirrels and the birds. I'm almost out of the meat that we butchered for from the buck that we had. We'd have had twice as much meat if the other one hadn't died. Or maybe not twice as much, but more. Hard to say. I have other things going on. I have put a new battery in our latest purchase. This truck's quite pleasant to drive compared to the little one. It's a real booger. The only thing is it's just hard to get in here. This thing is such a long vehicle, and it has such a bad steering radius that it takes it a few times back and forth to get in here. Oh, there's a bird caught in there. Wonder how that happened. Huh. Oh, there's a little hole in here and it doesn't see it. Huh. Let me see if I can get this bird freed from here. I don't know if I can even open this door, to be honest with you. Well, that, better find out before the bird dies than afterwards. There you go. Come on, baby. Come on, little birdie. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Come on. I think it just flew out. Yes, it did. Apparently it flew in that hole, possibly thinking it was going to nest in there. And then once it was in there, since it doesn't comprehend, it doesn't comprehend the idea of a window, I need to put something over that. A little piece of plywood or something, so that birds don't get caught in there again. That's what is happening at this exact moment, I think, is that birds are coming back into our area from wherever they stayed over the summer. And by coming here after they've been gone, they're looking for places to make a nest. This piece is not going to work. It's just not the right shape for that. This thing. Huh. Bummer. I don't know what I've got to that. Other than maybe stuff a rag in it, I suppose. Maybe, yeah, maybe I can just stuff some rags in it, or there's an old used dog food bag or something like that. Maybe I can. The idea, in theory, is, let me put this camera down here. I don't know that it's going to show much. And that'll make it where they can't find it and can't climb in it. Yeah, hopefully that'll keep them out of there. Yeah, I think it would probably died in there if I hadn't come along at that moment. I hope it hasn't tried to put a nest in there. I'm sure it hasn't. I don't think it's time of the year for that yet. Oh, there's the whole bottom of it open. I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, that entire lower area there is wide open. Maybe I'll go ahead and put this like so, and maybe that'll make it just a little harder to find. I'll have to, next couple days, get in there and find a way to plug that up again. Because once they get in there, they may not find their way out. Not because it couldn't be found, but because of the way their minds work, their little instincts work. So, yeah, I'm glad I got it free from there. I don't know what that's all about. Somehow it got damaged. I cleaned all the paperwork out of the cab. It's just a pile inside the shop now. I've got oil and filter, spare gasoline in here at the moment. I got to do an oil change on it. I'm not sure I'll do a transmission filter change, but I should really inspect the transmission anyhow. It's just a good, safe practice to know what you're up against. I've got, I got some garden hose fittings and stuff and some epoxy for different things. Found this paint stirrer, and I thought, you know what, that'd make a really awesome fluid pump. Put that with a motor and a right custom built housing, and I bet I can pump oil or diesel fuel or anything like that quite a bit. So I'm going to fiddle around with that. So I got a few things I'm doing. The thing is, this one hose here, I found out it has a pinhole leak in it up here. I got a splice. So I got some barbs for that. And then I got some that's got leaky ends on them. So I got end fittings for that. And other than that, pretty much nothing really has gone on. It's been a real nightmare fooling around with that loader's wiring. So, yeah, went from fixing the battery to fixing the steering to fixing the electrical to fixing the alternator all in a short period of time. And the battery problem's fixed. I don't know if the steering is or not. And obviously the alternator's not and the wiring's not. So, and then I still have the hydraulic cylinder leak to deal with. All the babies are in good shape, generally speaking. And so they're going to be, hopefully they'll winter well. Most of the diseases that they would catch happen during the summer. So hopefully they're not in bad shape now. Other than that, hopefully in the spring they'll start. And in fact, actually as early as mid-December here, they should start having babies, different ones I hope. We shall see. And maybe this next year I'll get some blackberries. Never know. So that's it for this week. Again, not very much, anything really happened. But I'll post it anyhow. So again, happy Sabbath, and we'll see you next week.